Wake up and smell the coffee, Mr. LaRusso.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Karate. Welcome back to a brand new video. Very, very special day. We're bringing him back, guys. The legend himself. He is like literally the king of YouTube creators right now, and he's awesome. And he happens to be my favorite YouTuber on the platform, Cobra Kai Kid.
Hey.
Drew, how you doing?
I'm doing great. That was such a great intro. Thank you for that.
Yes. Oh, this is not his first time on the channel. I interviewed him back in November, and bro, it was my first time doing it, so I was confused. I remember like you had to go on StreamYard, and you had to do it on your channel, then I had to screen record it. It was yikes. That was interesting, but since then I've collaborated with a lot of people. I'm a lot more comfortable with it. I understand it more, so let's hope this one's a little better than last time. But I do appreciate you coming on, taking your time. And yeah, we're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff. We'll talk about your channel. We'll talk about Kaitunes, all sorts of stuff. We'll talk about some season 5 predictions. We're getting 2 months away to season 5. It's crazy. So yeah. First off, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me. And even just talking to you right now, I just want you to know there's a very big difference. I'm sure you know, but I see it too. Yeah, when we first spoke, I know you were in the dark. You didn't know what you were doing.
I did not, man. It was so bad. Yeah, I was in the dark. I was on my phone. My phone was about to die. I was so nervous. It was something else. But I
look
do
at you
appreciate
now. Look at you now.
It's been great.
You got it all down. So it'll only keep going up. Listen, everybody's got to start. I was there too. I was what did I do? I mean, I remember my room was so echoey, and I had a microphone that just was so it just was terrible. So I mean, listen, everybody's got to start somewhere, but you grow, you improve, you learn, and now look where you are. So it's all worth it.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little about stuff. So we'll start out right now. So let's see here. Let's start with your channel. I know I asked this about your interview, but for the sake of this video, I want to ask about how you got into it real quick. How you got into karate, how you got into Cobra Kai, and just how you got into your channel.
Yeah, so it was the summer of 2018. So it was probably about a month-ish after Cobra Kai came out, and I didn't know about it when it first came out. I knew of Karate Kid. I never really watched it. It just wasn't. I was a Star Wars guy. It was Star Wars. That was my thing. Not that I didn't like Karate Kid. I just never watched it. It was just not oh, I have to watch this. I was so young too. Let's see. I was on YouTube just scrolling, doing my everyday thing, and I see Cobra Kai. I'm like, okay, I'm so bored. And I like to when sometimes when I'm doing things, I like to have audio in the background. So I was making a movie at the time, and I wanted I just wanted something to listen to. So I wasn't even really watching. I was kind of just doing my own thing, and I had it in the background. I'm like, oh, this is really good. And I ended up binging the whole thing. I was obsessed, and I was doing YouTube at the time, and then a year later, I was when season 2 was coming out, or season 2 had already come out, but I was I want to talk theories. This is a show. This is a show that it's not just you watch it and that's it. You could speculate, you could do different things. What's gonna happen to Miguel? Is he dead? Is Johnny's dojo? Is Johnny gonna get Cobra Kai back? This is all after season 2. So, I made the channel Cobra Kai Kid. I had that name from the beginning. First video I was saying bonsai, Cobra Kai never dies. So that was all. That was all from the start. And it helped that I was already doing YouTube, so I was a little familiar, but I was still figuring it out. And it picked up, and it was crazy. And now it's been such a blessing. 3
Yes.
years.
Yeah,
It's
3 years.
insane.
That's insane. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been great. I mean, your channel's been growing bigger and bigger every day. Even for your Kaitunes, I mean, that was like bring your channel to the next level. I mean, it's been amazing. So yeah, your channel's gonna
Thank
keep
you.
growing. You keep growing. And yeah, I want to say this story. I know I said it a lot of times, so I'm not gonna go full story mode, but I will point out there. This is a great story, especially that you're on, and how you actually got me into Cobra Kai and Karate Kid in a way. In a way. Yeah, you did. So yeah, 2020, I saw Karate Kid. I saw the remake, actually, the Karate Kid remake. I apologize. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I saw that, and I heard people talk about Karate Kid. I was thought they're talking about the remake. I didn't know what they're talking about. But I heard Cobra Kai lines off a couple of YouTubers. Some YouTubers talked about it. You know, a couple other people talked about it. I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe I didn't know really what it was. But I remember I watched a couple. I might have watched a couple of Cobra Kai clips. Early 2020, I saw it. Found your channel. I remember. I don't remember how much subscribers you had, but I remember looking. I remember thinking like, oh, this is a small YouTuber. I remember you're pretty small. Like you weren't like, I can't remember the number, but I remember you being like a smaller creator. I remember you just talking. You know, you went bonsai into Cobra Kai. You say all these punchlines. I'm like Cobra Kai. So I checked it out. I watched the films, loved it, and then after I finished the films, I was actually not excited for Cobra Kai. I was actually not going to watch Cobra. I was going to watch the Karate Kid films because the thing was, the original Karate Kid, I connected with Daniel so much. And you know what? You know what video I watched after that movie? Daniel's the Real Bully. And let me say, maybe a little mad, not gonna lie. So, but yeah, and then I would be reading the comments. People say, "Oh, this must be the motivation for Cobra Kai." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Cobra Kai is gonna be this modern day sequel, like all this other stuff." And I was not excited. But it was around April when I came back from vacation. I watched the next Karate Kid, which all right. But I was like, I'm gonna watch Cobra Kai. Watch Cobra Kai. So the day after I watched the next Karate Kid, I watched season 1, and I watched the first 5 episodes. I loved it. I was so invested with every character, every story, and it was so entertaining. I finished season 1 in one day. It was outstanding. I finished season 2 in about 2 or 3 days, and at this time, it's still on YouTube Red. So then after season 2, I was like, yo, what happened to Miguel? Like, where's season 3? And then I was looking up, and I found your channel again, and since then, I've been watching, and I didn't have the channel. I was on a different channel. So I was on a different channel like called Noah Likes Edit. So I don't know if you saw that in the chat, but I was in the chat a couple times. And then I remember you just kept growing and growing and getting bigger. And then I started a channel around when season 3 was about to come out. I wanted to do that. And my original name was Eagle Fang Kid. Little motivation from you, I'm not gonna lie. But no, I did a couple videos on there. I was a little too camera shy. I wasn't really going anywhere. So I kind of just quit it. But then I remember it was around August. So about 1 year ago, another little bit of 2021. Season 4 is about to come out. I was like, I really want to do this. And I actually wasn't planning to do a channel. I was just planning to, I had this crazy prediction. I'd be talking in my head nonstop about these crazy predictions. And I would just literally just tell it to my sister nonstop. She got pretty annoyed. So I was like, I just want to make a video about this. So I made a video, and then I posted like an edit I made of like Cobra Kai or something. And then this one person gave me like a shout out, got 9 subscribers. And I like freaked out. I was like, yo, I got an audience. And then since then I've been doing what I love. I mean, I love talking about Cobra Kai. I mean, it's not just YouTube for me. And this is a real passion of mine. I love doing it. The fact that it entertains people, I'm pretty sure like almost like 800 right now. It's going crazy. And, YouTube's been a dream of mine for a long time. I mean, that's my long-time dream of YouTuber. So it's always been great. And the reason I say this is because you have around 200,000 subscribers, and I'm just one. And that has affected me, my life, and everything. Like, YouTube has not only helped my confidence with people, it made me happy. I got friends online. I'm making videos with like my favorite YouTube creator. And there's a lot more like me out there. And there's gonna be a lot more in the future. So I just want to point it out there that you are the best around.
That's a beautiful message. Yeah. No, it really it is crazy to think about, like how many people out there, like everyone, going through their own thing, going through their own journey, and they all kind of come to the content. And we can all kind of come together for this. And yeah, I remember when I had like 10 subscribers, and that was the best thing, was just having anybody watch my videos, because I had nobody to talk about the show with. So it was cool to have that. And yeah, I mean, your story is awesome. I'm glad I was able to get you into Cobra Kai. So basically,
Yeah.
I'm responsible for you being here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
pretty crazy. Yeah. But so yeah, I want to point out there, you're awesome. Videos are great. So yeah.
Thanks, man.
Let's move into. I want to talk about Kaitunes. So you guys do
Let's
not
do it.
know, he did a cartoon on YouTube. Outstanding. I've always wanted a Cobra Kai cartoon. I never thought that you would have. I never thought that you were the one to do it. I mean, I guess I underestimated you. So who knows what you're gonna do next?
You
But
underestimate my power.
oh, oh man, nothing better than Anakin memes, man. But yeah, so yeah, it was great. I mean, I loved it. It was really nice. Animation was done well, and then you did the voices. And the best thing about it is that you can just see from your writing that you really love the characters and you really love it. And I feel like that connected a lot of fans. So you did very good on those 3 episodes. Tell me when you got the idea, like I'm gonna do a cartoon of Cobra Kai on my channel. When did the idea first start, and what was your motivation for that?
Thanks, man. I appreciate that first off. And
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, also it's kind of like the inspiration kind of came from what you said. It's like you said you wanted to see a Cobra Kai cartoon, and like they weren't doing it. So I'm like, you know what?
yeah,
I'll do it.
yeah,
why not? Like that's what I try and do on the channel is you know, like challenge myself and like take upon the challenge of like right now I think Cobra Kai is going to keep expanding and growing into
yeah.
something
True.
bigger and bigger, and there's going to be all these different sources, but right now the main thing is the show. It's the show. Hopefully we get more spin-offs and movies and stuff. That'd be cool, but right now it's just a show. So when the show's not out, there's not too much going on, and I try and come up with different things to fill that void and keep the fans engaged. Because I know, like how I view it is like if I weren't doing YouTube and I were watching someone else do it, like what would I want to see? Like I want to see a freaking Cobra Kai cartoon. Like I want to see that. Like if someone else did that, I'm like all in. So having the platform and the channel, I'm like, I'm going to take upon this challenge. And it wasn't easy. I mean, none of these things are easy because especially ironically enough, these past few months have been the busiest months for me ever in the past 3 years. And season 5 hasn't even like I haven't even done anything season 5 related. And that's how and I've still been the busiest I've ever been. So it's been crazy. And on top of that, on top of like the trips and all that, I was doing the Kaitunes. So it was a lot going on because the Kaitunes was, like even when I was away, I was working on that, and it was a very rigorous project. But I reached out to Gene Fighting Flicks, the animator of the series, back in March, with the idea. I just like because I love to write, I love to create films, and I love these characters so much. I love these stories, and I always like dabble sometimes with like fan fiction and writing my own like even like my parodies, like playing the different characters. But with animation, you can really do whatever you want. And that's what spoke to me, because when I'm filming myself against a green screen, you could do a lot, but there's also a limit to it.
Sure.
But with animation, like the fact that like I could literally I could write down anything on that paper and Gene will do it. And that to me is like the most insane thing. So I came up with these 3 episodes of Kaitunes, the first 3 episodes, and Gene loved it. I wrote the scripts. I voiced characters. I was able to reach out to other actors and content creators to voice some characters. Gene animated it. We did some back and forth, because it's not always the first take is going to be the best one. So it was a very like back and forth collaborative process, but we're stoked with the final product, and it's been doing really well. People have really loved it, and we're gonna do more. So excited about that.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I mean, I really respect that. Keeping yourself busy, even like we're a little bit of off season. We haven't got too much Cobra Kai news, but you keep yourself busy and you really are for the fans because you're the fan yourself. So That's awesome. That's one of the best things about your channel. That it's really for the fans. So I really like that. But
Thanks.
yeah, Kaitunes was great. So you're in the future ones. I heard after season 5. Is that correct?
Yes. So, yeah, just because there's, those take time, and we just want to see, I won't give anything away, but you know, once season 5 comes out, I want to see what is there,
right.
and that might inspire something. So
That's true. Yeah.
that will be like, it's you can't plan anything right now because I don't know what the hell is gonna happen. But
Yeah, no, but
yeah, once
great.
I see it though, it might be like, oh wow, that was a great scene. Like,
Yeah.
there, I got an idea. But we'll see. We'll see. It'll come. It'll come, and there'll be
Nice.
more.
Can't wait for that. It's gonna be great. So yeah, make sure you check out Kaitunes if you haven't already. It's awesome. Done very well. So yeah, I love it. And even got the bird actor Owen to do the voice. That was insane. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was huge. That was
that
was a big one. I know a lot of fans were really hyped about that one.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, watching that, it's like, oh my god, is that him? And like he got the voice himself, so that was really great getting him. And especially for that role, like where he won the tournament, it was perfect. So shout out to Owen.
Yes, 100%. All right, so yeah, let's move. We're gonna move to a little bit more of some season 5 predictions and whatnot. Before we get to show prediction, I want to talk about the promotion, because the promotion's been a little weird this season. I mean, the first thing we got was the teaser back in May, and usually we get a couple stuff before that. So I definitely feel like Netflix. First off, I want to point out Netflix does get a pick, not the creators. So I see some people like say, "Oh, why the creators do this?" But the creators don't get a pick. So, but I feel like Netflix tried to brought it down to September. I feel like it was going to originally be December, but they tried to release the subscriptions. We don't know how that started happening. So I feel like that's why they did that. So the promotion, if we're getting the teaser now, it's been 2 months. We haven't got anything. I'm not complaining. Like 2 months is good. I'm okay with just getting the season, to be honest. But I feel like this July we should be getting something. Not a teaser. I would say a promo. Not a Mike Barnes promo either. I never was a fan of a Mike Barnes promo. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like this should keep it for the official trailer, but a promo of like Cobra Kai expanding. Something to get us back in the game. You know what I mean? Just something that's get us back in. And I feel like July is the right time to do it. And we all know August is going to be crazy. I mean, every Cobra Kai creator is going to, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of videos. I cannot wait. So it's going to be so fun. But I've always said the official trailer August 19th or 18th or 20th, around that time. That's about the time, a couple days before, on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the free days. So I would say that's when the official trailer comes out. Before then, I feel like we should get something, though. Promos, maybe one more teaser at the most, a couple pictures, a couple stuff. But I did feel like the promotions are going to be something like we've not seen, like anything, like something completely different we've not seen. So something completely different than I've ever seen from Cobra Kai. But what do you think is next for the promotion? What do you think? What's the next thing? What do you think it is? What do you think it is? What do you think the promotion is going to be like? Because it's definitely being different this season.
Yeah, it's been a little quiet so far. I do think that when one thing comes out, when the first or the next thing comes out, then I think it's gonna just.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
So like, because we're so close that there's no, it's not like you get a teaser and then it's just gonna be this like totally dry period of nothing. Like we're gonna, I think it's gonna really pick up. I feel like if they want to space it out, I mean, we should be getting a teaser soon. We haven't gotten a teaser. That was technically a date announcement. That was what they titled the video. It wasn't like an official teaser.
That's true.
So, I mean, if they want to space it out, we should be getting that soon. Maybe the end of the month or beginning of next month. I'm excited. I mean, I think it's the most exciting time. Like, just as exciting as getting the season. Sometimes it's like I wish like the promotion were like we would just have like 10 months of like that, just because it's like because it's just so exciting. And it's like the anticipation, and when the season comes out it's amazing, but then it's like now it's over.
True.
It's like, so, and then we got to wait a whole nother year. So it's like sometimes I really cherished the trailers and the teasers, like, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, definitely agree. I mean, I wish promotion would just be like a whole year promotion. I would like it's just the hype building up to it. And the day before Cobra Kai, oh man, it's hard to sleep. That's all I can say. Well, yeah. Oh, well, some people stay up for it. For me, I try to go to bed then wake up but I'll probably stay up for it because I don't know. I sleep for my alarm sometimes, and I'm not missing Cobra Kai. I watch it the second comes out. So it comes at like 2 a.m. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. But yeah. Moving on to some predictions. I want to talk about Mike Barnes. All right, we'll talk about Mike Barnes because he's Mike Barnes, and yeah, so we'll talk about Mike Barnes, and we'll probably wrap it up. I have a prediction that I had on a live with CVO a couple days ago, or maybe last night. I don't even know. It was a couple days ago. And yeah, I really like it. And I would like to point it out there, and maybe you can say your own theory and Mike Barnes, whatnot. But so Mike Barnes this season is he either went on two roads after Karate Kid Part 3. He went down a road of sort of redemption, or he went down a rougher road. Rougher road, probably end up in jail. Probably in jail. Him and John Kreese, he's in jail. Just saying. I don't know. But that'd be cool. But I believe the one more where he gets redemption. I believe that after that he had a really dark time, because he was karate's bad boy. I mean, and he lost like a tournament. Maybe he stopped getting karate stuff. I don't know how that stuff works, but maybe he just it just stopped and slowed down. So like how Johnny when he lost, and maybe he went to the military and he became a better man. And I feel like that would be a good way. Get military, get some discipline. And after that, I feel like after he's done with the military, he's a better man, but still really aggressive. And I would say he started his own karate dojo. I would say he did that. He has his own students, right? And then he's been like a Johnny Lawrence season 1, but a bit like he's gonna be a bit more brutal, a bit more evil, but still has good values, I would say. And he's gonna have students. It's gonna be a smaller class, but he's gonna have it. Terry Silver goes to him, right? He wants to get him back. Maybe to mess with Daniel's head a little bit because he knows how Daniel is at. Maybe that's the reason why he didn't like Barnes. He goes to him and first he says no, he doesn't want to do it, but maybe he has financial problems. He can't pay his bills for his dojo. He's losing his students, and he offers him like he can have his own Cobra Kai dojo. They can go to Cobra Kai. So he does do it, and maybe he enjoys it at first. Maybe he does turn a little evil. But somewhere along the line, it's going to be too far for him, It's going to be too far, and he doesn't want to step out. But his students will betray him, sort of like Johnny with season 2. And now that might be a little bit of too much of a rehash, but if they betray him, now he has nothing, no money, no students. He lost it all. So he goes to John Kreese, right, in jail. And the creators will find a way to get him out of jail. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to find a way. They team up together. Not maybe not open their own dojo. I was going to say open their own dojo, probably not. The Cobra Kai rejects. I don't know what they would call it, but they would do something. But they would team up. Maybe they try to go to Daniel and Johnny, but Johnny, they would not trust them again. So I feel like they'll try to take on their own. But then Terry Silver will do something so evil, so messed up. I mean, he's gonna go Order 66 in Cobra Kai, basically. Attack every dojo. It's gonna be crazy. And I feel like that's gonna be when everyone realizes we need to come together. Because the only way to stop Terry Silver is all the people to come together and go after him. But also, if that does happen, season 6 should be the last season. And I don't want season 6 to be the last season. That's the problem with that, though. I mean, because season 5 it's like the redemption season. But what's season 6, though? Because season 6, if everyone's redemption, they're going to go after Terry Silver. Man, first off, when Cobra Kai ends, I don't want just good guy to win, bad guys to lose. I want Terry Silver to get redemption in some way. I don't want him to just lose and be bad again. But, yeah. I mean, I would say season 7 is probably the max. I said season 8, but I'm going to say 7 because 6 seems like a right place to end it, the way they're building up to be. And season 7 might even be too far as well. But I'm getting off topic. Sorry. But yeah, that's the theory of Mike Barnes, I would say, is them all coming together going after Terry Silver. So that is my ideal of that. So what do you think about that? Or do you have something else with Mike Barnes? Because I also, real quick, I have one more thing. Mike Barnes, he also could be a side villain. I mean, I want him to get redemption. I do not want him to be a villain this season. You know why? Because Terry Silver should be the villain. And I also want Mike Barnes to be a side villain, So I feel like he's coming in, they should do a redemption. I feel like that would be the right thing to do with there. But I don't know. The creators are probably way more smarter than me. They know what they're doing. So, but what do you think about that? Or do you think anything else you want to add on that, or anything else you want to say about Mike Barnes?
Yeah, that's a good theory. I think Mike Barnes is very interesting. Like what his role is going to be. Terry Silver was probably the biggest bad guy that we didn't see yet, and then when he came back, it's like now if you bring in other characters, none of them are going to match Silver. So, I do hope that when Mike returns, even though he's not going to have the same level of treatment that Terry got, like I still hope he is like, we do focus on him, because I think there's a lot of like interest in like where this character is now, what he's doing. So I hope they dive into that. I think they will. It'll be interesting how they do it. Maybe they'll, bring him in season 5, not really explore him too much, and then season 6 go into him more. It'll be interesting. I want to see something different. What I've always like, said, like, Silver and Kreese, like none of them have a wife, none of them have kids. Chosen doesn't have a wife, Chosen doesn't have kids. It would be interesting of like, what if like Mike Barnes had a whole family? Like, what if he had a wife? What if he had kids? Like, and it's like kind of like, because I feel like characters like other than like Daniel and Johnny, like characters who are like they're other than the main kids, we don't like hear about like any other characters with kids who are not that prominent. So like, I don't know, like it would just be interesting to get like a different, like, I don't know, Mike with the family. I don't know. Just something different.
I mean, that is pretty. I didn't realize that he pointed out that like the villains don't really have kids, they'll have family. So I feel like if they do it Mike Barnes, they could do that. But the thing of season 5 is that there's just like a lot of stuff happening, and bringing Mike Barnes would be a lot. I hope they do longer episodes. I like the 10 episodes, but after Stranger Things going like 3 hours on an episode, I feel like we should at least get to that 15 minutes, But I hope they do longer episodes. There's a lot more plots happening, a lot more stuff that's happening, and I feel like we should get longer episodes because I don't want anyone to be side, or I don't want anyone to be, sort of nerfed a little bit. But I want every character to have their arc this season, a good one, and I do feel like season 5 I'm a little worried about than the others. I mean, I'm really excited, but I feel like it could be getting too big, a little too much, but maybe I'm wrong. I just feel different from the other ones. But every show needs to up for this season, but I never want to up it where it doesn't feel like the same show. And I don't think Cobra Kai will do that. I feel like the creators know what they're doing. They love the show very well. But I'm just a little worried with this one. I mean, even with the nightmare stuff or fighting yourself, that feels a little too far for Cobra Kai. And I know it's just a nightmare, but like, it's just, I mean, they did that thing with Tori, so I guess it's not the biggest thing, but it just feels a little bit more unrealistic than it's going to be. And I just want to stay as Cobra Kai, but I don't know. Well, I don't judge the season before it comes out. I'm sure it's going to be great. I can't wait. And one more thing to add on Mike Barnes, he could just come in at the end, which I know like people say that's not going to happen, but Terry Silver, we all know what Terry Silver said, I'll think of an old friend, he could be talking about that new sensei coming in, a new sensei. Could be talking about her. And I don't know if the creators would mess with us that much, but maybe Mike Barnes does come at the end because there's a lot of stuff focusing. Bringing in Mike Barnes actually does seem a little awkward to just bring in at the time with all the plot. So if he comes at the end, I feel like season 6 would be a lot more appropriate because if there's redemptions, him coming in could be really unique. And if he has a family too. So I don't know, but I still believe it's season 5. I mean, Sean Kanan just made it a little obvious. I'm not gonna lie, but no, but yeah, I can't wait for it. It's gonna be great. But yeah, anyway, that was the video. Thank you so much for joining this. It's been great. Yeah, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Love your channel. Yeah, it was great doing this. Make sure to check out his channel in the link description, along as Kaitunes, all that stuff in the links description below. And yeah, anything else you want to say?
I just want to thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone out there for watching. Subscribe to Cobra Kai Karate. Subscribe to Cobra Kai Kid. And now the real content has just begun. It's about to begin. It's about season 5. It's about to.
It's gonna be great. All right, guys. See ya. Peace.
Cobra Kai
Zoom in.
karate.